What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys today because we have some exciting news for Rage of the Abyss TCG, or Rota, as it is shortened. Actually, did take me a minute to realize that it is actually Rota. That is the acronym for this set. So the TCG is starting to do their unveiling of Rhoda at this current time. I believe Rhoda in the next few weeks will be released in the TCG. So the sneak peek I think is either this weekend or next weekend. It's just funny because there's a regionals happening and then there's also a YCS as well for the TCG, and then probably either the week after or the week after that we'll get some more stuff. But we have our first wave of new Mimighoul support cards. Yay! And I'm very excited because this is an archetype that I honestly do like. Because I fucks with it. And I fucks with Mimighoul on levels. And I'm very excited to see what new stuff Mimighoul has to offer, because Mimighoul gives me like that old school Dungeons Dragons Final Fantasy feel. And it does something that I wish was kind of done with Ghost Trick, where even if you didn't have, monsters that were flipping face up or face down, or had, I think the one thing that I don't like that Ghost Trick did, that they did to Ghost Trick, was that they had to require a Ghost Trick monster to be face up on the field. Even though there are now new support to help that, I feel like Ghost Trick needs a revamp to kind of mix with the Mimighoul, or even mix with the Mimighoul to kind of benefit. Actually, no, I've seen that done and it didn't work out. So, but we got new Mimighoul support though, and this new Mimighoul support I hope is really good, because I have not took the chance to look at it. I'm looking at it like right now as I'm looking at it with you guys. So I'm very, very excited to see what this goes. So this is the first wave of it. This was just announced today. And they're starting off with Mimighoul Armor. It is a level 1 Earth Attribute Warrior type flip monster with 600 attack and 1500 defense. Flip. If this card is flipped during the main phase, you can apply the following effects in sequence. This turn, a Mimighoul monster's cannot be destroyed by battle. Give control of this card to your opponent, and during your turn, you can summon this monster from your hand to your opponent's side of the field face down, or if your opponent controls a monster, you can summon this card face up to your field. You can use each of the effects of Mimighoul Armor once per turn. Mimighoul Fairy. She is a level 1 light attribute. She is a level 1 Earth Attribute Fairy type flip monster with 100 attack and defense. Flip. You can activate Flip. If this card is flipped during the main phase, you can activate these effects in sequence. This turn, you cannot activate the effects of Special Summon monsters from your... Oh, is it? Yeah, you cannot activate the effects of Special Summon monsters... the effects of monsters to summon from your hand. Give control of this card to your opponent during the main phase. You can summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field face down in defense position, or if you control a Mimighoul monster, you can summon this card face up to your field. You can use each effect of Mimighoul Fairy once per turn. Mimighoul Slime, level 1 Earth Attribute Aqua type flip monster, 400 attack, 500 defense. You can summon one of this Mimighoul monster. Flip. You can activate the effects in sequence. Your opponent can summon one Mimighoul monster from their deck to the field. Give control of this card to your opponent during your main phase. You summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field face down. Or if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can summon this card from face up to your field. You can use the effects of Mimighoul Slime once per turn. We then have Giant Mimighoul. Rank 1 Earth Attribute Rock type Xyz monster. 1300 attack, 1200 defense. Requires 2 level 1 monsters. Your non-Xyz Mimighoul monsters can attack your opponent directly, while your opponent controls a face down monster. You can only use each of the following effects of Giant Mimighoul once per turn. If this card is Xyz summon, you can add 1 Mimighoul card from your deck to your hand. You detach one material from this card to then target face-up cards on the field. Up to the number of face-down monsters your opponent controls. Destroy them, and if you do, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent for each one destroyed. Mimighoul's Throne. Rank 1 Earth Attribute Rock type Xyz monster, 0 attack, 1000 defense. Requires 2 level 1 Mimighoul monsters. You can detach one material from this card to such someone from Mimighoul Master from your hand, deck, or graveyard. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target one Mimighoul master you control, and equip this card to it as an equip spell against 1,000 attack, and if you then you can return cards from the field to the hand up to the number of material this card had. You can only use one effect of Mimighoul Throne per turn and only once that turn. Mimighoul Fork, normal spell. You can target one face down monster your opponent controls. Your opponent chooses to activate one of the following effects, and you apply that effect. Change it to face-up attack or defense position. Send this card to the graveyard. Then the owner draws 2 cards. You can banish this card from your graveyard to then add one Mimighoul Fork from your deck to your hand. You only use each of the Mimighoul Fork, the effects of Mimighoul Fork, once per turn. Mimighoul Charm, continue the spell. Once per chain during the main phase, if a Mimighoul monster your opponent controls is flipped face up, you can randomly choose one face down card in your opponent's extra deck, and if you do, if it's a monster, you can special summon. It can be special summon it to your field, but you cannot activate its effect. If it wasn't or cannot be special summoned, banish that card. You only use this effect of Mimighoul Charm twice per turn. And that is literally all the lineup of the Mimighoul cards. What a massive lineup of cards to have with the Mimighouls. Let's start off with Armor. Armor's ability to make sure that Mimighoul monsters can't be destroyed by battle is great, because that combines with the synergy of the Mimighoul monsters. A lot of them do not have a lot of good stats. So to be able to play off of that is actually really good for a lot of the Mimighoul cards. Because then you can just smack into things or be able to blow up things and not having to worry about that. I think more so card effect is the issue of dealing with Mimighoul, but that can be an is what it is situation. And just like many of the other Mimighouls, it has the ability to special summon itself to the board. So cool. Then Mimighoul Fairy. So the only thing I don't like about this is that you can't activate the effects of special summon monsters from your hand, but you are able to give this to your opponent. So if your opponent flips her face up, then that means that they're forced to not be able to activate the effects of special summon monsters from their hand. So it's kind of a really good ante to your opponent. Other than that, pretty much this is just an easy special summon monster, and you can use it for tactics to exceed into or link into. Then Mimighoul Slime. Not too bad of an effect of its own there. To be able to force your opponent to search summon a Mimighoul monster from their deck to their side of the field. So it's kind of good for mirror match, if that's the case. And then being able to just play some defensive stuff too. I don't really see this card doing too much in the I don't see this card doing too much in the main, but in the extra deck, not too much. No, I think this would be a really good side deck option. And just you go into Mimighoul mirror matches. Giant Mimighoul. Talk about a great way to go into an extra deck boss monster. I think this monster is going to be definitely useful to Mimighoul, just because of the fact that it has decent attack, bulky defense, being able to allow your monsters to attack. Your non-exceed Mimighoul monsters to attack your opponent directly, while they still face that monster. You can force them to give your opponent a monster and then just start swinging like crazy. Yeah, tons of lineup, tons of utility off of this. It's a really good one. Then being able to search for your Mimighoul cards and add it to your hand. No, definitely worth being played. And I believe, I haven't seen a rarity. Oh, this looks like a secret. Great. So, definitely understand that. Throne throws me off, but Throne seems really promising. And a monster that can be a quick spell, give 1,000 attack to the monster, and then you can return cards up to the number of cards on the field back into the hand. So, yeah, cool. Then we have Fork. This is a normal spell. Looks like a normal spell. Looks like a common. Target face out monster your opponent controls, and then choose to either flip in face up attack in defense position or send it to the grave. Okay. Draws 2 cards. So draw power, search power, and then being able to banish it from the grave to search out for another copy. And then we have Charm, and I love Charm. Being able to do a twice per turn effect to banish cards from your opponent's extra deck. Because we ain't really summoning nothing from the extra deck, are we? And most cards from your opponent's extra deck can't be special summoned at that occasion as well. So this is really going to help you against your opponent who's, got decks that special summon like crazy. So, not too bad, not too bad. If I'm liking this, oh, hell yeah, I'm liking it. So, just taking a good glimpse of everything that's here. So, it seems that we'll have a couple of supers between Armor, Fairy, and Slime. Giant Mimighoul being Secret, and Mimighoul Throne being Ultra, and then Mimighoul Fork being a common or a super as well. Isn't too bad. Like I said, the Mimighoul has never been too much of an issue to get to, except for like their fucking field spell, which I know just probably went up, and Master, who also went up as well. But for the most part, no, I have all my Mimighoul stuff outside of what's here. And if the promo card is double and it's a secret and ultra, yeah, no, it's gonna be difficult to get. Basically, the extra deck and Charm. Other than that, everything else seems like it's going to be pretty much solid pickups. But yeah, I'm pretty happy for it. I really am. And I cannot wait to get a look at this Mimighoul stuff. So let me know in the comment section what you guys feel about the new Mimighoul cards. Are you for it? Are you against it? Did you like to see some more? What things do you feel about it? Let me know all that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out tremendously, especially those who are watching. Many of you do not subscribe, and it would definitely help out the channel if you did, because coming by and watching according to YouTube does not help out. So take that little bit of time to hit the subscribe button, because it really does help me. Also, hit the notification bell next to it so you guys can be informed of when I upload more content to the channel. Social media links are in the description box below as well. So if you guys want to catch me on the socials, you definitely can. And of course, hit the, if you guys want to see other content, hit the playlist in previous videos so you guys can see more content from there. With that said and done, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys' support. And until next time, HPJ signing out. Take care.